That was my own identity at one time, because goldfish see more colours than any other species, and they grow to the size of the container they're in. If you are observant, and if you are interested in people, and if you're not, don't be a designer. You know, if you're really passionately interested in people, you will be endlessly saying, why is it like that? Why does it feel like that? Why does it look like that? Why does it read like that? Why does it work like that? Why does it not work like that? Why is it so difficult? Why is it so cumbersome? Why is it so boring? Why is it so inconspicuous? Or whatever it may be. If you have a fairly manic curiosity and demand all the time to know why things are done, you start to get much more agile in your mind to see other ways of doing things. I look at a shop door and it says closed. And I think, why doesn't it say open tomorrow morning at 8:30? That was very simply taking the colours that Shell had, which were blood clot red and lemon yellow, and warming them up. I mean, I think today the movie industry outstrips the design business in terms of creativity by many thousands of times. Design is, on the whole, enormously boring compared to most movies. We get away with ridiculously trivial solutions for which we're paid very well. So I'm a critic of our business in some respects. I didn't like the assassination aspect of that, because for me, I did a radio interview and I remember saying, look, if you hear some music that you've never heard before for the first time, you usually don't like it. I did a series of stamps for the Royal Mail, which this was a lovely one actually. It's got Earth, Mars, Jupiter and Saturn, and out beyond them all is the check in the post.
If you had to give your ideal advice
to
someone who might want to go into studying as a way of an entree into the design world.
Okay, what would I say?
What would you say?
I would say, number one, your ability to be curious, to be interested, your ability to notice things are the most important thing you have. Don't sit in an office with a Macintosh just thinking that what you're already equipped with is enough, because it never is. I mean, I'm 75 years old, or my body is, and I don't feel well enough equipped to do what I do. When you do something and it works, and the client says, I'm winning every job, I've never done a job really since then as good as that, I don't think, and it was tiny. We made our own bread. Now, we didn't do these things to show off or for self-indulgence. We did them simply to wake up observation in people and connect them with their own ability to notice things. It was taking an editorial style into a packaging arena, and I think probably the first time anybody had done that. The part of your brain which reads is not the same as the part of your brain which looks at pictures. It's a completely different thing. And yet we bang pictures and copy together, which is why most ads are terrible and most brochures are indigestible and mostly thrown away. I'm very proud of this. It was drawn by a guy called Gary Blackburn, but it's for the elephant family. And if you draw an E and F in this way, anybody can draw it, and you can't help drawing an elephant. So it was a really good piece of symbol design, I think.
How do you feel about the industry's own design magazines have been telling young designers not to come into the industry at the moment because there's a rocky road ahead?
Join a firm, and there are plenty of design companies who say this is the most amazing period for innovation and imagination, because those are the things that's going to get us out of the recession. The recession is, as well as being an appalling indictment on what we call the banking business, it is also an indictment on mediocrity, an indictment of complacency, an indictment of just sitting on your ass and thinking that what you do is going to be good enough. The thing with design really is never stop thinking that you can't renew yourself, do it differently, see another way through, and not be frightened by doing things you don't know.